Hey guys, what is up? Mike Locke here. Thanks so much for tuning in to my video blog. As always, I appreciate those of you who sit there for 10 minutes and watch my videos. Hopefully you're getting some value out of it. So I really truly appreciate all of you, anyone who watches my video. So thanks so much. In this video, I want to touch on the idea of a degree, college degree. And this subject comes up a lot throughout the week, meaning people send me emails. A lot of times when I get emails, people are always nice in their emails. I appreciate all the emails that I get, anyone who sends me emails. And sometimes they'll tell me like a little bit of their background. They might say, I'm taking a course here, or I'm thinking about going to college, or I'm in college, or I'm almost finishing college, etc., or I'm looking for a job and it's requiring a degree, etc. So the idea of a college degree comes up a lot. And people always think that that's some sort of that's something that they have to achieve in order to. They still have doubts, is what I'm trying to say. I actually got an email not too long ago from a 15-year-old, and I love when I get emails from the young kids, the youngins, and he was telling me how his mom is pushing him, saying that he needs to go to college, and he was asking me for confirmation if he needed to go to college, if a degree was needed for the web design field. And in general, I'm talking strictly about the web design industry. And I love the fact that this guy was emailing me, this kid was emailing me, and his mom was on his back telling him to go to school, because that's awesome. I love the fact that his mom was in his life, making sure that he has a good career. And so here's the answer to all of this. And there is, I believe 100%, I back this 100%. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm living proof of it. Times are changing. And the truth is, a college degree is not needed in the web design industry, okay? Hands down, it is not needed. I don't care if you see a job posting that has, BA required or whatnot. It is not needed, okay? In my 15-year span, I've had over probably 50 interviews, or maybe over 30 different interviews at different times. No one has ever asked me or said that I needed a college degree, okay? When probably over 50% of the job descriptions that I was going for had, at the boilerplate information at the very bottom, they had like BA required or equivalent or something like that, right? So the point is, in the web design industry, a college degree is not needed, okay? But don't get that confused with education, okay? A college degree isn't needed, but education is, all right? So, and that's highly important. It is vital. By saying a college degree is not needed, sometimes you might let your guards down and not think that you have to put in those 4 years or those 2 years in order to learn something. You actually do. Meaning for you, and this is a success principle that is true, and you can listen to any motivational speaker, any business person. You have to, in order to be successful in anything, you have to have the education, meaning you have to have the training in that particular field in order to succeed and put yourself in a position where you're going to be getting paid, and you can put yourself in a position to get increased pay month after or year after year and keep rising within your career. You have to be educated and trained on those specific skills, that skill set, that sort of that field, whatever it is that you're going into, whether it's photography, whether it's plumbing, whether it's mechanics, sales. Okay, so if you want to become a web designer and launch your career and year after year kind of grow it to where you're making really good money, you can make over $100,000 a year, you have to continue to improve and get educated on that particular subject. Okay, if you're starting out and you have zero skills or zero knowledge of web design, just by me saying you don't need a college degree, that doesn't really give you a pass, so to speak. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to clear up in this video, is that by me saying a college degree is not needed, by no means am I giving you a pass. What you have to do is take it upon yourself to still learn the trade and get the knowledge and the education you need for this particular field. The only pass that you're really getting and that you should be proud of is the fact that you don't have to spend, you don't have to go into debt, $100,000 in debt, and in 4 years come out with a college degree and still struggling with trying to get a job. Okay, that's the one benefit of this industry that I think a lot of people should be proud or should be happy about, is the fact that there is no college degree that's needed, and that saves you thousands of dollars, in terms of financially. And so what you can do is, think of what I'm saying is, don't think of me saying there's no college degree needed and that means you're going to coast for the next 2 to 4 years. What you should do, have a mindset of, I'm gonna go to college, except I'm just gonna just do it at home, and I'm just gonna just bust my butt for the next 2 to 4 years. And if you do, I guarantee, if anyone think of it that way, if they think I'm gonna bust my butt and learn everything that I need to know over the next 2 to 4 years, which is typically what how long it takes to get a college degree, I guarantee you're gonna come out on the other end very close to being an expert in this particular field, which you would have a solid portfolio, tons and tons of skills, if you practiced and studied over 2 to 4 years in web design. And I would guarantee, I bet any type of money that you would be able to land a nice paying job, in the roundabouts of around $60,000, for starters, if you did this. And you would be debt free. The only money that you spent during this process would be your time. Okay, so for those of you that are aspiring web designers and you've had this doubt, you're still doubting whether or not a degree is needed, you hear it in different places, I'm here to tell you that you do not need a degree, but you definitely need the education. Okay, so the education, I love school for the education factor, not necessarily education in biology and things like that you're not going to use. I don't like that stuff. I like trade schools. If you're going to go out there and become a technician, go to a trade school and learn about electrician and all that stuff, electricity and all that sort of stuff that technicians do. If you're going to go and be a plumber, go to plumbing school, and spend the money there. If you're going to be a web designer, spend your money wherever you can to get educated on web design stuff. Okay, so if that's $50 at Lynda or $25 a subscription at lynda.com, go do it, because that's education. If you're gonna go to my course, if you're gonna go to someone else's course, do everything that you need to do in order to learn the skill and get educated on it. All right, and that money that you're going to be putting into those places is going to be money that's well spent, because it's teaching you and it's educating you in that particular field. Okay. The other day, somebody was sending me an email and they were talking about Full Sail. It's a online school. It's based out of Florida. They do basically everything in graphics, web design, digital and all that stuff, and you can learn everything about film, web design, graphics, gaming, programming, stuff like that. And a lot of people were kind of bashing Full Sail, saying it's not accredited, it's all this and this and that. Here's the only downfall I would think of any school that anybody should think about is the money that you're going to be spending. So if it's like $20,000, $40,000 for semester or for a year or for the lifespan of that school, that's a problem, because you don't need to spend that much money. All right, but the education that you're getting there is highly valuable. All right, so there's sort of a difference. Okay, you don't need the college degree, but you do need the education. So if you can find the education, find the skills, learn the skills without having to go and get a degree and go through this formal process, then you're going to be in better shape. All right, so I'm living proof. I don't have a degree. For those of you who are maybe you're watching me for the first time, I don't have a degree. Last year, and I'm not saying this to brag, I'm not, because I don't ever really talk about how much money I spent or make, but last year I pulled in probably a little under $200,000. Okay, and that's in combination with my full-time salary, little side projects that I do, side business, internet marketing, things like that. So that's just to tell you, and I make well over $100,000 with my full-time job as a UX designer, and I work for ADP currently. I used to work for Yahoo, CBS, Fox, Cars.com, Thomson Reuters, all these big, large companies, million, billion-dollar companies, and I don't have a degree. All right, everything was based on what I've taught myself, my portfolio, my ability to network with people, which I got into Yahoo by networking with people, getting them to post my resume, pass my resume on to recruiters. So, networking is really huge, but at the end of the day, you have to have that skill set, that knowledge, that education on that particular field in order for that company to hire you. All right, so that's all I got. Hopefully you gained some value from this, and I kind of answered this question and really kind of clear things up for you if you're ever having that doubt. And for those of you who have moms that are telling you, and sisters and brothers and parents and relatives are saying, you need to go to college because that's the way, have them watch my video, have them email me, and I'll be happy to converse with them and tell them my thoughts. But that's it. All right. Thanks guys for watching, and look out for more videos, and we'll talk soon. Bye.